Hi everyone.
Hey everyone.
Thanks for tuning in and happy holidays to everyone. Today's show we're going to talk about
Family traditions and how it is to coming from two different worlds basically, and then blending a family and how do you come up with
creating your own
traditions. So for me, now that I live in California, it's always it's starting to kind of feel like Christmas now the older that I've gotten, but because my whole entire life, as a kid, there was always a white Christmas. It's always been snow, so I correlate Christmas with snow, and for a long time it was difficult. It was like never ever seemed like Christmas here. Still a little odd, but now this year it's kind of foggy and everything, and so for me the weather is definitely one of those things, because we would wake up in the morning. My mom allowed us to open up our stockings, and we that was the only thing we could touch. So we'd get up in the morning, make my mom some coffee, get things ready for her. We'd go and we'd run and take everything out of our stockings and then put it all back in and just kind of wait around and hope that our mom would wake up, so we could open our presents.
For me, I wouldn't say that there was any traditions. Christmas was just celebrating the birth of Jesus, and I come from a Baptist family. So Christmas may have involved time to time maybe going to church or something like that. And we would open up a present on Christmas Eve, which was big. We got to choose one gift, and as kids, and my brothers and I would open up just one gift the night before, and then Christmas Day we just go crazy and open up all the presents. As I got older, I would say I lost the tradition of it. It just became another day to me. I really started to feel like it was more commercialized, if anything. And I think my belief too of what the meaning was changed for me. And the biggest thing too was that my family started to divide in the sense that everyone had gotten older and started having their own little families. So Christmas just wasn't the same. It was like when we were kids, we were all together, and then like my cousins or whatnot, my aunts and uncles would come over to my grandmother's house, and we would have like a big Christmas. But then as everyone got older, everyone started doing their own little Christmases within their own little immediate families. So that tradition was somewhat lost. And when Krista and I got together, it was a really big deal for her, but not so much for me. So it created a lot of turmoil within our relationship around the holidays, because Christmas to her was like a super special time. And not that it wasn't special for me, but it just didn't mean the same to me. It took me a long time to get on board with wanting to get a Christmas tree and do the gift thing, and
Which I would do anyways. I'd get the Christmas tree, I would decorate, because that's just what, to me, Christmas is all about too. When you were talking about the whole going to church thing, we weren't super religious or anything, but that was the one time of the year that we would go to church. We'd go to midnight. We would go to midnight mass, and then my mom would allow us. We'd come home, and we were able to. We were allowed to open up one present, same kind of thing. And then the next morning, instead of everybody opening up presents all at one time, one thing that my mom wanted us to do is we'd either go from like youngest to oldest or oldest to youngest, and we would take. Thanks, Joel. Take turns opening up presents, because my mom wasn't really into. She felt that if everybody just opened up the presents at the time, nobody really got to show their appreciation, for the gift, and we took turns. So it wasn't just like a free for all. It was just like open, one person would open and we take turns.
And I always thought that was really weird that everyone opened one gift at a time. It was like the weirdest thing to me ever with like Krista, what she was doing with her family, and I'm just like, this is going to take forever, and it did. And I just felt like just because you all open a gift at the same time doesn't mean you didn't appreciate it. And that was something that was big within us. Krista wanted to do, I open mine, I open yours. And then when I spent Christmas with her family, it was like, everyone literally opened up their gift one at a time, and I was just like, oh man, this was rough.
Well, it's just a showing appreciation.
But the thing is you still can appreciate what people give you even if you open it at the same time, right?
Well,
so it's
that's
just a
why
matter.
you have different traditions.
But that is totally a matter of tradition.
We still are trying to figure out our traditions. You know, I think they'll naturally, you know.
I would say naturally, it's all about what you create, right? I want for Joe, or what I'm hoping for Joe, is just to be able to experience somewhat of the commercial aspect, because it was fun for me as a kid. I am not necessarily pious, and we're not going to have conversation about religion this episode. I definitely want Joe to be able to experience it. Sorry, she's teething, poor baby. We want Joe to be able to just have fun and open her gifts. I mean, she's the only child, so all the attention's going to be on her right now anyway. It's really not that big of a deal this year because obviously she doesn't understand it.
I keep on joking around saying that I'm going to wrap up a box and put tissue paper in it because she likes tissue paper, which I actually might do. So yeah, if you would like to share in the comments below, let us know, you know, what your guys' traditions are and how your family started your traditions.
I'm curious to know, because I hate being deemed the Grinch like I was the last 5 or so years. I think we found it a compromise, but it would be nice to know like what other people's traditions are. Alright guys, have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
Alright, happy holidays everyone.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.